TV reactions. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Double tap the screen, guys, to like the video, and also consider subscribing. This man loses it over EBT benefits, guys. What we're going to discuss here is a video of a young man in a car. He crashes out, loses his mind, goes off. His problem is anyone who have any sort of criticism about people that are going through the EBT crisis and so on and so forth. And we want to examine this particular video, react to this particular situation, and share our expertise. This is the particular guy that we're going to be reviewing today on the show. So if you can be so kind, guys, double tap the screen, double tap, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. So without further ado, let's get into this particular video and watch this guy lose his mind. Viewer discretion is advised. It has a lot of profanity here and there. So my apologies to those of you that may not want to hear that. Other than that, we're going to break this thing down, give you our expert opinion on what he needs to do. We're going to try to see who's right and who's wrong. You know, he's against people that is telling people to get a job. He's against people that speak against single mothers. He's against a particular YouTuber in which I think I know exactly who he's talking about. And we're just going to have some fun with this one. So let's go.
True Media was good with the family, man. Hope everybody doing well and feeling well. One thing I'm seeing is how people is purely evil. People have no soul, no compassion, no empathy, and people is pure evil. And it disgusts me to see a lot of people telling other people that they need to get a job, telling other people that they deserve getting cut off of food stamps and shit like that with this government shutdown. Why is you telling people this kind of shit, man? This shit really affecting people's families, bruh. This shit really affecting people's households and kids. Some people need help. Some people really need help. And the government was put there to help its citizens.
You know, that's funny hearing that from you. You know, when you put all your faith and trust in the government to help you, you made the government your God. You made them your daddy. So for you to be losing your mind in your car over the so-called SNAP benefits, the EBT crisis, the welfare recipients, and all this other stuff, and you're upset with them, it's rather alarming, to say the least, because it's not the people's fault. Those of us that made good decisions in life and decided to, work hard, be responsible, pay our bills, prepare for the future, we don't really depend on the system. And guys like this, they're typically the type of guys that they don't vote at all. So they're never involved in a political process. They don't know what's going on. You know, it's funny to me when I see people come on social media and they're like, well, I'm neither a liberal, I'm neither a conservative, I'm not on the right, I'm not on the left, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I don't care about none of that stuff. But when stuff like this happen, you see them on social media crying about these situations. And this right here is a result of when people don't vote and they're not involved in the political process. And what they do, they come in online and they cry and they play the victim. And they want all of us to feel sorry for them and their kids. But we're not going to feel sorry. Let's go.
And I'm seeing the people that so-called got it going good for themselves keep telling everybody else to get a job.
Go get a job. Get a job. That's what you're supposed to do. When you're going through and you're down and out, you go get a job. You don't resort to rob and steal. You go get a job. But no, you want to be mad at everybody who's telling you to go get a job, and you rather sit inside of a car, crashing out, losing your mind, mad at everybody telling you to get a job. And see, this is why a lot of young black men in today's day are struggling and going through, because they don't got no damn fathers literally putting their foot on their neck, telling them to get out the damn house and go get a job. A lot of these young black men are raised in these single mother households. These men don't have no backbone. They don't know nothing about life. No responsibility whatsoever. You're supposed to get a job. That's what you're supposed to do. Not cry online, begging and getting upset with people for telling you to go get a job. It don't make no sense. And then this is what you got going on right now on social media. You got a lot of black folk that are literally planning on going to supermarkets to rob and steal. That's the solution? And 90% of you don't even like Trump. You hate Trump, you hate America, but yet you want to do this nonsense. This don't make no sense. Let's get back to the content.
That's what you get. I was on live. I did a live yesterday about the government shutdown and things pertaining to people.
Listen, let's make something clear here and let's stop being dumbed down and stupid. We're not talking about the disabled. We're not talking about people like the elderly. We're not talking about the vets. Stop it. I'm tired of people doing that. I'm tired of people keep talking about the disabled, the elderly, and all these folks. We're not talking about people that can't work. We're talking about these kind of people. Young, able-bodied Americans who cry all day on social media on how they're suffering. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody that's an able-body. This young man supposed to be out working, not sitting in a damn car complaining about what he's going through or what people going through, and he not at his job. Do you understand? So don't tell me nothing about the disabled. We already know the disabled need help. They can't go to a job. We know that the elderly, they're not working. We know that. We know our veterans may be going through a lot, and it is what it is. We understand that. What we're talking about is these able bodies, whether you white or black. I don't want to see nobody crying. You dependent on SNAP benefits, that is your problem. That's your problem. When I go to the store, I spend cash all the time. I don't got no handout benefits. I don't got no WIC, no EBT, no welfare, no food stamps, none of that mess. None of it. I got to pay cash. So if I got to pay cash and I got to figure it out and I got to go through my own struggles, what makes you think you getting a free ride? It costs the government over $8.6 billion to feed 40 million Americans every month. How about you fast? How about you practice what Jesus did? Fast 40 days and 40 nights. And hear from God so he could tell you to go get a job. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
You know, no benefits for the month of November and things like that. And I was just talking in that live, and it was this one person who just didn't have no compassion. Let me tell y'all something. Just because you got it good in life, that don't mean everybody else got it good like you.
Stop with the jealous talk, dog. I don't like when people say, oh, just because you think you got it good, you don't even know who's got it good. Everything on social media is fake. A lot of people be faking like they got it good, and they crying just like you. That's the problem. A lot of you look at social media and you think everybody got it good. You think everybody's doing well, everybody's millionaires, everybody's rich and wealthy, and you figure, okay, let me just hate on their parade and look at them like, oh, they think they're better than everybody. Well, if they're making more money than you, they're doing better than you. If they got food in their fridge and they're not begging, they're doing better than you. What I'm hearing from you, dog, is jealousy. You're mad because other people made better decisions. You're mad because other people decided to go out there and win. And you decided to sit on your ASS while other people decided to use their talents, their gifts, and use their life. I am tired of people crying. And then when we tell you the truth, you want to look at us and try to shame us as if though we're putting you down. You have every opportunity, like everybody in America, to win. You just don't want to win. And this shutdown and this crisis of all of this SNAP benefit is your reality check. It's the reality check of everybody that is a beneficiary of that program. Once you give the government access to feed you, they control you. And this issue is not even about Trump. A lot of y'all keep blaming Trump for every single thing that's going on. This is the Democrat Party issue. They're the ones that is not agreeing to stop the shutdown. The Republicans already did what they had to do. Do you understand that? Not only that, you have these Democrats out there just wasting everybody's time and they're trying to shift all the blame to Trump so you guys can think Trump is doing this. This is out of Trump's hands. A lot of you folks don't even understand the political process. You don't understand what's going on. You don't understand nothing. You just don't like Trump. So you're blaming him. When the real culprits here is the Democratic Party. They're the ones that are literally prolonging this shutdown. They're the ones causing you folks that are dealing with a SNAP issue to snap. They're doing this to you. Let's go.
It's disgusting to live in a time where people will say things to other people like, you need to get a job. That's what you get. You don't even deserve benefits because we paying taxes on this shit and it shouldn't be going to you. You should be working like everybody else.
You don't deserve benefits. You don't deserve no benefits. You can go get a job. You want to sit online and cry all day, blaming everybody else for why you struggling. We all struggle. All of us struggle. All of us go through things. But we're not online crying. We all got bills to pay. We all got cars to pay for, houses to pay for, rent to pay, light bill, gas bill, phone bill, disconnect. We all got the issues. So what makes you so special, so entitled that you deserve a check? No, go work.
Let me tell you something, man. Everybody not you. Some people need help.
Help yourself to a job. Help yourself by educating yourself, starting a business, creating different streams of income, learn a trade, go cut some grass, go clean somebody's driveway, go pick up some leaves. It's the fall season. There's a lot of leaves outside. Go get your truck, pull up by all the residents, all the communities, and clean everybody's yard and make some money and stop crying.
People got families, bruh.
So work.
People got kids to feed, bro.
That's your problem. If you bring kids in the world, you're responsible to take care of your own kids. My responsibility is not to take care of your kids. You got all these women out here having these babies by these damn ninjas out here, bringing all these kids into the world. And these ladies ain't even married to these men. 2, 3, 4, 5 baby daddies. 2, 3, 4, 5 kids being born every year. That's my problem? No, it's not my problem. Shout out to Tony. Is that Tony or Tanya? That means that's Tanya. Shout out to you. Excuse me for pronouncing your name wrong. Shout out to you for the $5 support. Says, holla, Cook Ringo. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. I think I missed something though. Let me see. Oh no, I didn't. My bad. Let's go.
And I'm not being affected by the government shutdown in no way. I don't get government assistance.
Cap. That's cap. If you're not being affected, why are you so passionate? Why are you displaying all that emotion? If you're not being affected, you would not be doing this. You being affected, dog. Either you being affected personally or you're living in a household that's being affected. Meaning nobody's getting their food this month. Shout out to Lively Cuts for the memberships that speak that truth. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. You're being affected, dog. By the pure fact you had to come on and say, oh, I'm not being affected by any means. You know what I mean? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problems. I ain't dependent on that stuff. You already acting like the very people that you complaining against. Because if you don't got no issues, if you good, why are you complaining for? This doesn't make any sense. Let's see what we got.
So I'm not making this video because I get it and shit like that, but it's certain people in my family get government assistance, and it's some people in general that get government assistance that really need it.
So your family get government assistance and you're tight about that situation. Well, if you're not on government assistance and you're doing good, what are you doing for your family? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing for your family. That's my point. But you want the world to feel sorry for everybody else because of what they're going through. We all go through things. When I go through things, nobody's there to bail me out. I got to figure it out on my own. How many of you, with a show of a one, when you're going through dark times, when your family betray you, when your friends betray you, when you got bills, when they repo your car, when they fired you from your job, and you were there alone in the gutter, nobody came to bail you out. You had to struggle by yourself, alone. And it taught you a lot about life. It taught you to budget, live within your means, save your money, and not depend on people. Right or wrong? Shout out to Just Jeremy for the $2 support. Says, preach Ringo, facts. Shout out to you for supporting the show. Every one of us go through struggles. Every one of us go through our own nightmares. A lot of us, when it's time to pay that mortgage, time to pay that rent, we be literally like, oh man, I hope I make it to next month. A lot of you that are working at the 9-to-5 job are literally trying to scrape money together to meet the rent. And once you pay it, there's a relief that be like, oh boy, whew, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna be here next month. Y'all know the struggle, the real struggle.
That really need it. Everybody ain't got it as good as you, bruh. And I'm seeing people online making reaction videos, laughing at other people for getting their benefits cut off.
Laughing?
Like, how heartless can you be, bro?
What are you talking about laughing and how heartless they could be? You ain't even taking care of your family, dog. You said people in your family are getting these SNAP benefits. You said you're not struggling, that you're not going through it, and you don't got none of these SNAP benefits. Okay, what are you doing to help them? What are you doing? Nothing. Now you're here complaining that people laughing. Notice, you got all this smoke for people you see on social media, but you don't got no smoke for the federal government. You don't got no smoke for the elected officials in the Democratic Party that caused this mess. You don't got none whatsoever. But you're worried about social media influencers doing reaction videos? Bro, you tripping.
How disgusting can you be?
Shout out to Pack TV for the $2 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Let's go.
You got a government that's so fucking wicked. They spend billions of dollars a year and give it to other countries. And they don't even take care of their own citizens.
You got to take care of yourself, dog. You got to take care of yourself. I'm tired of people talking about what the government is giving away. Oh, they're giving billions of dollars to this, giving $1 billion to that. The government gives $8.6 billion a month to SNAP benefits recipients. $8.6 billion monthly. Monthly. And you're worried about what they give somebody else? You know how much money it costs to feed 40 million people every single month? But you crying over 1 month? Guys, if you depend on the government this much to feed you, when the mark of the beast kick in and there's a one world government, I know you taking the mark. You're going to take that mark proudly in order to feed your family.
But you niggas don't never talk about this shit.
So you targeting black people. You're calling black people N-words. You're using racial slurs on your own people. That's disgusting, derogatory words that you're literally uttering out of anger because you don't want to get off your damn tail and work. Because I know for a fact that you are struggling. You are the one that is complaining. Because if you had it going on, if you had yourself together, you would not be complaining. You would not be online losing it, losing your mind in your car. Think about this. You're not poor. You got a car. You're able to drive, which means you could do Uber Eats. You could do door dashing. You could be moving trash. You could be helping people. You could do cab service. Bro, you could be working. But you don't want that. You know why? Because you're used to getting that check. Or you know somebody that's getting that check and this month ain't gonna be no Thanksgiving. So you better cancel Thanksgiving. You better cancel Halloween. You better cancel Christmas. All those holidays, you gotta cancel all them days, right? Shout out to Shapira144 for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Let's see what else we got. Okay, guys, if you can be so kind, double tap the screen. Give it a thumbs up. If you like my content, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Y'all always want to talk about how how American citizens need to get a job.
They need to get a job. What's the matter with this dude?
And stop using taxpayers' money.
They are using taxpayers' money. People are paying taxes to keep food on your table, and yet you here crying over 1 month. Who cares? Go on a fast. Didn't Jesus fast 40 days, 40 nights? Okay, if Jesus can fast 40 days and 40 nights, how about you practice that? That way you can hear from God. And I guarantee you, when God speaks to you, he'll tell you to go get a job. God will tell you, go get a job. God, I'm suffering. My son, you've been idle your whole life. You've been idle and depressed. Go get a job and live. But God, you ain't gonna help me? No, thou shalt work. By the sweat of your brow, I've told Adam this in the garden, and you must get off your ASS and get a job. Ninja, get a job. Okay, God, okay.
Fun day lifestyle. Well, let me tell you about us taxpayers. And let me tell you a little bit of something about your government. Your government got us paying taxes and spending billions of dollars.
Bruh, go get a job, dog. Like, you spending all this time on social media making videos, and you probably getting paid from these videos, and yet you talking about what the government is doing. Bro, stop.
And giving away billions of dollars to other countries. So the same tax money that you talking about the people that's on government assistance is benefiting from, guess what? Your government is taking them same tax dollars and they're giving it to other countries for free.
And people that are on SNAP use that money to actually sell it so they could go buy material things. That's right. You have some people collecting $2,000 a month in SNAP benefits. That's right. And guess what they're doing? They're living their worst life, selling the SNAP benefits, and they're getting their hair done. They're buying iPhone 17 Pro Maxes and designer belts. That's what they're doing. And the kids are starving. Think about that. And they're collecting child support from their baby daddies. Imagine that. They got 3 baby daddies collecting child support, and they're collecting EBT and all this other mess. Living a free life. This man here is most likely one that is on these programs. There is no way that a working man would be in his car losing his mind over some SNAP benefits if it doesn't affect him. Period.
But y'all niggas don't talk about shit like that.
Why are you calling black people N-words? That right there is the problem. That's the major problem with the black community, bro. Y'all always calling each other N-words. Then when a white man say N-word, you want to cry. I don't get this madness.
Y'all want to pinpoint the average black woman who have 2 or 3 children that's a single mother. And y'all want to laugh at black women. I'm seeing a lot of bitch ass niggas. I wish I had. Bruh. I wish I could run across some of you niggas, bruh. So I can really fire on one of you niggas.
See, this is the problem with these type of ninjas, bro. When you ninjas be on social media talking this garbage, this is why nobody take the black man serious. Because y'all come on social media literally showing your ASS, talking real heavy, talking about you want to see somebody, but you ain't trying to see the government. You ain't trying to see the Democrat Party. You ain't trying to see all these elected officials that caused the shutdown. You ready to crash out and throw your life away in prison. This ninja, literally in a car, talking about, yeah, I saw somebody on social media and I want to see them. See them to do what? Because they making videos? They making videos, dog? You ready to crash out and go to prison or end up in a damn box over somebody's video that you saw? That's what your daddy taught you? Is this what your daddy taught you, bro? To sit in a car crashing out over some SNAP benefits because you saw a YouTuber talking about women and the bad decisions they make when it comes to their men that they deal with? Listen, if all of these women are having all these babies out of wedlock, why aren't they getting the support from their so-called baby daddies? Why aren't they doing that? Why aren't they getting the support from their baby daddies? Why are they waiting for the government? Why these ladies ain't married to these men? So we're supposed to feel sorry for all these kids that are being born out of wedlock when these ladies are opening their legs, making the decision to throw their lives away, bring kids in an already bad situation. We're supposed to feel sorry for them, and you're here crashing out. You're here losing your mind. Literally talking about what you want to do. Let's rewind back that tape so we can hear him crash out. He losing his mind, y'all. This is crazy. Let's get back to the tape. Double tap that screen, guys. Let's go.
I wish I could run across some of you niggas, bruh. So I can really fire on one of you niggas.
So let me get this straight. You want to fire on one of these ninjas, but you don't want to work a job. You got time to pull up on a ninja, to fire on a ninja, but you don't got no time to go get a job. Ain't that crazy, guys? This ninja got time to make threats, but no time to get a job. And you wondering why the people of this world look down on black men. It's because of ninjas like you who make black men look like savages. Rather than you come online and be like, well, you know, I saw some videos of other men making videos about these single mothers. Well, in the defense of the single mothers, because, you know, I'm a mature man, I'm not going to respond, you know, in a negative way. And you offer your criticism like a man. You resort to crashing out like a nut job. This doesn't make no sense. No sense whatsoever. And guys, stop talking about disabled people in my chat. The conversation is not about the disabled. We're talking about able-bodied folks who are driving cars, running and jumping, and they got time to crash out. Able bodies who don't want to work, but they want a free ride. You understand? And then you have these folks that be like, well, I work, I got a job, and I'm struggling, and I need the EBT to do this, and I need to go get another job. Go get another job. If you're a working class person, right? Working class individual, the job you got is not paying you enough, then you need to cut back on all your expenses. Turn off Netflix, turn off Hulu, no more eating out. You know, you spending $30 for lunch. You know, you buy fast food all the time. Cut all of that stuff back. That's $1,000 right there. I don't want to hear no excuses. And if you need more money, go get a second job, get a side hustle. Let's go.
I'm seeing you niggas taking shit out on black women.
Nobody's taking nothing out on black women. Oh, no. Nobody's taking anything out on black women. You're turning this into a black woman issue. White women also collect SNAP. White women, white people, everybody collect this type of stuff. Over 40 million Americans. For some reason, at this point in your video, you're starting to pander to black women. I'm going to tell you something, bro. The black women that you're pandering to, they don't care about you, dog. They wouldn't even piss on you if you were on fire. They wouldn't even care. I'm telling you the facts, bro. You're young, naive, slow. You don't have a brain cells to understand what you're doing. When you do this, right? When you do this type of goofy stuff and you come on social media crashing out, the black women that you are defending would put her and her kids before you. If you needed a place to stay, the black women you're defending wouldn't even give you a place to stay because they wouldn't even trust you around their kids because they'll think you're a PDF, right? Shout out to Samantha for the $4.99. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says, Ringo, you always give me a good laugh without even trying. I will continue to support. Hey, I appreciate you sponsoring the show. Guys, if you can be so kind, double tap the screen to give the video a thumbs up for the algorithm and also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Let's get back to the content, guys. Let me rewind it back a little bit and we're going to get back to the show. Let's go.
You niggas. Because I'm seeing you niggas taking shit out on black women. Y'all so mad at this whole gender war issue. You picking out and picking on little black women with kids. And picking on certain brothers who probably need help. Just because a certain brother ain't got a job like you or ain't got money like you, that don't mean he's not trying. It's a lot of brothers out here trying.
You ain't trying hard enough. Stop complaining. This is why young black men need fathers. Because I'm tired of hearing this type of garbage, bro. I am tired of hearing this victim, poverty. Oh, you know, I'm trying. You ain't trying hard enough. You're not trying hard enough.
Trying to get their shit right. And in the process of getting their shit together, they need help. And it hurts to see other people laughing, bruh.
Nobody laughing.
At this whole situation.
You
like
mad.
This shit is a game. No empathy. Just because they feel like they got life figured out and they earn 6 figures a year, or they living in a condo, or they house paid off, they feel like everybody else should be doing what they doing. Or everybody else can afford to live the lifestyle that they living. And it's like everybody can't afford to live the lifestyle like you. Like,
Bruh, you're displaying envy and jealousy at this point. The very person or people you're complaining about, they were just like you one day. They were just like you, broke, complaining, and then they decided, you know what? I'm tired of complaining. I'm gonna go out there and win.
living. Show some, bro. That shit is so disgusting, bro. It's like, show some empathy. Be compassionate, bro.
He want handouts. He don't understand. There's a lot of people out there that's broke and struggling, and they don't even collect no stamps. They don't collect no benefits. They just go through the fire. They pay for what they got to pay for. They live within their means. There's a lot of people struggling, and they're not taking advantage of the system. I'm here to tell you, SNAP benefits, welfare, WIC, EBT, all that garbage, it keeps people poor. Because the more you depend on that, the more you get comfortable, and the more you tell yourself, I don't need to work hard. Why? I'm getting paid $1,000 a month. I'm getting paid $2,000 in SNAP benefits. I don't need to work hard. Government gonna take care of me.
You always blame the people for not having this, that, and the third. When is you gonna start blaming the government?
When are you gonna start blaming the government? You just crashed out and told viewers that you want to pull up on a content creator. You said how you want to put hands on him. You want to put paws on a content creator because he was talking about black women. You don't want to put no hands on the government because you know that's going to cost you a lot of years in prison. Let's go.
When is you gonna put the problem back on the people that's creating the problem?
That's the Democrat Party. They're the ones creating this problem. If you do your research, dog, you would know that they're the ones that's prolonging this shutdown. This shutdown could have been finished. But no, they're keeping it going, and they're trying to put Trump to blame for everything that's going on. Trump's hands are tied. He don't got nothing to do with why this shutdown is continually going on and why people are not getting their benefits. It has nothing to do with Trump. Let's go.
Why are you putting the problem on people who's not even creating the problem?
Why don't you just get a job? Why don't you come online and tell everybody that is wasting their time complaining to go get a job? If you know coming November 1st, you're not going to have no money, no food. Why are you online wasting time telling us all of this nonsense and crashing out? That ain't going to solve your problem. What solves your problem is getting off your ASS, going and get a job, teaching other people to get a job so that y'all could be good for next month. But nobody's doing that.
It's like, bro, like some people in life is so hurt and so damaged and so destroyed to where even in the time of despair or a time of, you know, a time of...
This man is in his car. He could be doing Uber Eats. He could be doing DoorDash, he could be delivering. He's sitting there wasting time. This is what he's doing, guys. Idle. Just sitting in a car, crashing out.
Hardship. People still can't show no love or can't be supportive.
We're being supportive. Go get a job. Go back to school. Educate yourself. Look at some online tutorials. Get a trade. That's love. But you don't want that. The kind of love you want is a handout. You want somebody to come to you and give you some money. You want somebody to put the money in your hand. You want them to give you $1,000. That's what you want. You don't want to work. You know? You don't want to do nothing. You want to sit around all day complaining and blaming everybody else for your problems. That don't make no sense, dog.
In no kind of way. And it's sad to see, you know, people go through this shit and other people is just blaming other people for this shit happening.
But you just told us we need to blame the people that started it. So you're contradicting yourself. You're contradicting yourself. You just told us to blame the government, but you're mad that other people are telling you guys to go get a job. That's crazy.
When your government take billions of tax dollars every year and give it to other countries. Your government do this shit. They take billions of tax dollars every year and it go missing. We don't even talk about the billions of dollars that go missing, that taxpayers pay, that all of a sudden just come up missing. But you want to talk about your tax paying dollars, how it affect you when it's helping other people who's less fortunate than you.
Go get a job. A job.
Always telling people, hey man, you broke, man. See, it's your fault you broke. Listen, bro. This system is rigged. Straight up.
No. Dog, the system is not rigged. You're lazy. You don't want to work. That's the problem. A lot of young black men weren't raised with their fathers. And it's because of not having a father, I believe a lot of young black men are like this guy. It's because if you had a father in your home, man, it's something about a daddy, bro. A father, even if your father's broke, even if your father is poor, a father would not want to see his son struggle like him. He's going to do everything in his power, even though he's broke, to try to put you in a better position so that you can win. Even if it means sacrificing his happiness to make sure that you have an opportunity. This is what this guy lacks. Coming on social media crying like this is a defeat mentality. It's the mentality of somebody that's a loser. And the way you solve this is you got to keep telling the truth. This man don't have no mentors. He don't have no OGs talking to him, telling him the truth. Instead, he's coming on social media being emotional.
Is it some of us that's doing good for ourselves? Yes, but that's not the majority. The majority is impoverished areas in communities.
Fix your community and stop crying. When you go to the black community, all you see is crime, drugs, and violence. Who's committing these crimes? The black man. They're committing these crimes. They're selling drugs. They're robbing and stealing. The YNs are literally losing their minds, crashing out every damn day. What are you doing about the problems? What is the black man doing about crime in the black community? Absolutely nothing. When you look at you ninjas, you're always robbing, stealing, killing, and hating each other. You hate your own black people daily. The very people you live around, you hate. But the white man, you don't even care about him. All the people in Congress that's making the decisions that got you literally starving, you don't got no smoke for them. And this is how the black community is. They always look to attack the black man or black woman that speaks the truth. Let's go.
With the job that ain't paying them shit to feed their family. So while y'all always telling people, get a job, these jobs ain't paying the motherfucker nothing, nigga.
So start a business and stop crying. Imagine this ninja talking about the jobs are not paying enough. Crying and crying and crying. Go get a job. This is crazy, man. He's literally telling the world, these jobs ain't paying enough. Well, then go get another job. Educate yourself. Get a new skill set. What are you complaining for? Everybody struggle. All of you folks that are viewing have a job. You struggle. Some of you like your job. Some of you don't like your job. Some of you get paid very well. Some of you may have to struggle to make ends meet. You may have to do some OT. But nonetheless, everybody struggles. Everybody. Even people you think got it going on. More money, more problems. You know how that go. Bigger house, more bills. Bigger house, heating bill. You know how much it costs to heat a house? You know how much the heating cost is in a home? Do you know? Do you know how much electricity is? Electric bill? Oh, it's a lot of money. Sewage bill, water bill, trash bill. Oh, you don't know. See, there's people that pay a heck of a lot of bills. Some people bills for a month is probably $5,000 a month. Some people bills a month, $3,000 to $5,000 monthly. They gotta pay in bills, sometimes more. And you complaining about some damn SNAP benefits? You complaining when people out here spending thousands of dollars a month just to survive. And they get it popping every month. And you don't see them on social media crying. Some of you in the chat literally have to spend about $4,000 to $6,000 a month to live. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a person who have to literally pay about $4,000 to $6,000 a month every month to survive in this economy. And you ain't out here crying. You grinding. You working. You going through. You're doing what you got to do. You making better decisions. You're living within your means. You're planning ahead. You're thinking about the future. You're trying to find new opportunities to make money. That's what you do to survive.
Fuck is you talking about?
Over here crying.
They ain't paying shit.
Get a job.
Giving you a ham and cheese sandwich in a glass of Kool-Aid.
Stop crying over a ham and cheese sandwich. You a grown man crying on social media for a ham and cheese sandwich. Go get a job. Get a job. Go get a job. And stop crying over a ham and cheese sandwich.
And telling you to figure the rest out when you got 3 kids at the house. Jobs ain't paying shit nowadays. Cost of living is high for everybody. And you want to talk about how people can't lean on the system for help?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny to me? When people tell content creators to go get a real job. That's funny to me. If you think this is not a real job, if you think what I'm doing is not a real job, right? If you think this is like a joke, because when they say, here's the thing. When they say go get a real job, let me explain what they're telling you. Go struggle like me. No, I'm gifted. I'm talented. I got talents. So I'm able to do things that you can't do. If you think doing social media content is easy, go do it. Go do it. Go build a following of 200,000 subscribers. Go do it. Go do it. Make videos. I got 800 and something people viewing. Go do it. Start a YouTube channel. Go do it. Let's see what happens. Nobody's watching you. You know why? Because you're not talented and you don't got nothing worth talking about. You're not entertaining. You're not knowledgeable. So you want me to go be like you. No. I'm going to do better than you because I'm smarter than you. And you're jealous. And that's the problem with ninjas. Ninjas hate to see others work smarter. Right? They think doing content is easy. You got people that have been on YouTube for years and they only get 3 views. Nobody watched their content. If it's so easy, go do it. And stop complaining because nobody's stopping none of you from being content creators. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. I got 2 fully furnished studios in this house. You know how much them studios value? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Go do it. Let's see if you could afford it. You can't. That's the problem. Go get a real job. Go pay for my studio upstairs. Go pay for all of that equipment. You know how much money that costs? That's dedication. That is dedication. And you know how I got that? From the 9 to 5. from working a job. That's how I got it. From working at the job, saving my coins. And I was able to buy the tools. And that's something people don't want to do. See, those of you at the 9 to 5, right? You're like this guy. You want to complain about people that work smart and grow. When you work at the 9 to 5, you're supposed to take your money, invest your money, and build yourself up. But you want to cry and get mad and jealous of the people that actually use their money to better themselves. You use your money to go out there and buy Jordans every day, designer belts, and all these expensive meals rather than buying a laptop, rather than buying, let me stunt on you a little bit. Let me stunt. Let me go stunt a little bit. Yeah. Let me go stunt. Because that's the only language you ninjas understand. You see this cinema rig right here? You know how much money this costs? Go buy it. You know what this thing films? Movies. That's what this films. Go build this. Go buy this. Go do it. Go do it. It costs to play. You know the old saying? It costs to be the boss. Okay, in order to be successful at anything, you got to buy the tools needed. You got to buy the tools. You got to buy the tools in order to play the game. So rather than complaining all day about the people that invest their money, how about you go out there and win? How about you go out there and be somebody rather than complaining to me about what I'm doing? Because what I'm doing is I'm working. I'm busy. I'm busy. This is one of my cinema rigs. I got over, how many damn SLR cinema cameras I got in here? I got 3 upstairs. I got 3 down here, and I got 1 here. I done lost count. These are tools. Tools. Stop worrying about me and get off your lazy ASS and go work. Always watching me. Always pocket watching the next man. Go get a job and work. Grind and do what you do best. Stop worrying about me. Because I'm doing what I got to do. I'm not waiting for the government to determine whether or not I get some cheese. No, that's what you want to do. I'm not doing that. Let's get back to the content. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up for the realest content on YouTube. Let's go.
The system is there for. The system is there to provide assistance and help people when necessary.
When necessary. Are you kidding me, bro? This is what welfare and food stamps have done to our people, bro. It literally makes people so dependent upon the government that they don't know what else to do with their life. Everybody struggles, but playing the victim like this all day and thinking you're entitled to everything is nasty work. Shout out to Samantha for the $4.99. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Let me see. Okay, he says, love Ringo, straight New York in this beat. Yeah, appreciate you sponsoring the show. Shout out again to Samantha for the support. Let's see what else we got. We have Pack TV. Shout out to you again for the $1.99. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says, that's the channel. 12 Brooklyn camera, son. Hey, it's a cinema rig built around the Sony FX3. Those of you that are into cinema rigs, you would know about the Sony FX3. Go look up the cost of the Sony FX3 camera, and then go think about all the optional things that I have on this rig. This rig right here is literally about $15,000 right there. Let's go.
And so I'm really seeing how heartless people is, man. People is heartless, man.
Nobody is heartless. You just like to depend on other people. How you going to say people like myself and others are heartless for us going out there to work and grind and win? We go through our own struggles. I go through struggles that none of you folks on social media know about. You know why? It's my business. I'm not going to come on social media, hey guys, oh, bro, I'm going through. No, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to have a beer, sit on the front of the yard, and just try to figure out what I got to do. That's all I'm going to do. Everybody go through struggles. Everybody. Even the people you think that got money. Because a lot of times people be assuming everybody's rich and everybody got money. They don't realize that everybody go through struggles. There's a lot of people that live in big houses, fancy cars, and they got SNAP benefits that they're waiting for. Believe it or not, everybody hustle the system. It's not just in the black community. You have people in the white community that are able to finesse the system in order to get SNAP benefits. And a lot of them are going to be suffering November 1st. Let's go.
They heartless, bruh. And they think just because they doing good in life, everybody should be doing good in life. It don't work like that, bruh.
This is the problem that I got with a lot of people, guys. And like I said, I don't talk about the things I go through. I don't talk about things that I go through, bro, because it's like, it's depressing, bro. People want to be motivated. People want to see somebody make it. And it's like, I want to talk about the wins. If I do talk about the struggles, it's after I win. But while I'm going through, that ain't a good time to be talking about, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. If anything, once I get the victory and I got the results, then I can now fill you in on, hey, bro, I was struggling for a whole year dealing with this, dealing with that. And I could take you through the whole process of how I was able to go through the struggle, overcame, and provide solutions for you. But if I'm going through the struggle, I can't help none of you viewers. I can't. All you're going to do is get a sob story. And then you know how it is on social media. People come up with a sob story, and then they get all of this support from people sharing, oh, you know, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Fam, how about you try to figure it out and stop waiting for somebody to bail you out? That's the thing that drives me crazy. I get it. Some people go through things, and they really do need help. At the same time, a lot of us don't want to figure it out. A lot of us don't try to figure out what's happening in our lives. Let's go. Hey, close the door.
And it's this one content creator, bruh. I wanted to break this nigga jaw, bruh.
Now, think of the violence that came out of his mouth. This one content creator, he want to break his jaw. He want to break his face. Think about what this ninja's saying on social media, guys. Think of the anger, the hate that is in this man's heart against another black man. Let's go.
It's this one content creator, bruh. I wanted to break this nigga jaw, bruh. I wanted to break his jaw. I really did, bro.
How many times do we have to tell people that if you are disabled, you are supposed to receive government assistance if you're disabled? I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm tired of doing this. This man is not disabled. This is an able-bodied young man who can go to work. We're not talking about disabled people. We're not talking about the elderly. We're not talking about our vets. Let's stop doing that. When we're talking about this issue, we are talking about these lazy, able-bodied people who want to get benefits and they don't want to work. If you're disabled, you can't work. So how could we fault you? If you're elderly, we need to protect grandma and grandpa and make sure that they got their medical and their food money and their premiums and all this other stuff. We need to make sure we take care of them. Right? We should take care of our veterans that are down and out, who serve the country. But these lazy folks who are able bodies driving cars young and they don't want to work and they complaining as if though the government's job is to take care of their ASS. No, I don't care for them. I don't.
He went right to the single black women and started talking. I don't even want to say the nigga name.
Say his name.
It's this one, and he got a huge following on YouTube.
Who?
It's this one content creator, dude. He got over like 800,000 subscribers. He literally made a living off of bashing black single mothers.
I know who he's talking about.
And time to time, I get people that come on my channel and say, bro, you pandering to the women. Nigga, I ain't fucking pandering to no women, nigga.
You pandering to the women, dog. I know who he's talking about. I wouldn't say that he made a living off of bashing black women. That's not the case. He shared criticism, which is true. And for the record, he's talking about Angry Man. He's talking about the Angry Man. This guy here have some sort of issue with the Angry Man. I know because I've been on YouTube since 2006. His description of the YouTuber, he said he got 800,000 subscribers. When you think about it, Angry Man have about 800,000 subscribers. I'm literally familiar with all the YouTubers who are up there in that tax bracket number. He's not talking about media tutorials. He's not talking about him. He's talking about the Angry Man, and I'm going to prove that. Let's go.
Women accountable too. I just see that these bitch ass niggas out here, they love to pick on women.
He's not picking on women. You're picking on him by getting upset with the fact that he's doing content and he's able to take care of his family, and you're jealous of it, dog. You're jealous because the Angry Man have 800K subs. You don't know where he came from. You don't know the struggles he go through right now. You don't know where that man been. That's the problem about social media, is a lot of times we look at people and we don't know where they came from. You see their success where they at, but you don't know what they're currently going through. You know what I mean? You don't know that man when he only had 17,000 subs, when he wasn't making no money. You don't remember none of that because you probably wasn't around. All you see is the success, and it just makes you jealous. And I can see you're jealous of the Angry Man. You're jealous.
I'm not pandering. It's not necessarily that I act like women can't do no wrong.
I've been on YouTube since 2006. Since 2006, I've been a content creator on YouTube.
I just see that it's a internet full of bitch ass niggas.
He could make 1,000 videos about me. I don't care because I don't watch. His video came up in my feeds, and once I heard it, I was like, oh, this will make a good reaction video because he's literally in a car crashing out. If he chooses to make a bunch of videos about me, I really don't care. You know what I mean? I don't respond to all of that garbage. And he could sit in his car, crash out, talk about me all day. I do not care, right? I got way more content to be talking about and other people to address. Let's go.
Who got something against women and got something against black women in particular, in general. And so they blame every little thing on a black woman. Nigga, my mama black. I love black women.
My mama black too, and I love black women too. Who cares? And your point, you love black women, your mama black, my mama black too. And she died of cancer. She's no longer here. And I love black women. And you're mad at a content creator because he's speaking his opinions, and you literally said that you're ready to crash out on a content creator and put your life at risk. You don't know what that content creator is capable of. So, dog, I suggest that you don't do that on social media. Don't come on social media literally airing out what you want to do to somebody. You're talking about grown men with families. Don't do that, dog.
I don't know who the fuck raised you, but I love my women, bruh. And I'm going to take up for them, nigga. I'm going to speak up for them on their behalf when I see other bitch-ass niggas out here trying to go out their way to always downplay a black woman. And
I guarantee you those very same black women that you're willing to crash out for, like I said, they wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, my dude. They wouldn't even care. Half of those women wouldn't even give you the time of day. They would never date you. They would never look your way. They would literally reject you. Because if you think you doing this in this car is making black women attracted to you, they're not attracted to you, dog, because they know you're broke. They know ain't no money in your pocket. They know you don't got no house. They know you ain't driving good. You ain't dressing good. You ain't looking good. Ain't no food in your fridge. They know you down and out, bro. If you know anything about the dating game, women are never happy to see this. This shows nothing but weakness. This shows that you're most likely living off somebody else. This shows that you struggling. No black woman in her right mind would take you serious, dog, and consider you to be a man. They won't. You're literally showing too much emotion. Too much. It's not a good look.
And this content creator literally did a reaction video to a black woman talking about how she was gonna run in some shit and take some shit if they cut her, her benefits off.
He's talking about the Angry Man. Angry Man literally killing it with the YouTube shorts. That's pretty much how his platform blew up. He been doing the shorts. He pretty much been the king of the shorts for a minute. He's talking about the Angry Man. That's who he's talking about. Trust and believe. That's who he's talking about.
He laughing.
He's not talking about Anton Daniels, because Anton Daniels just hit 1 million subs. He's blowing up all over the place. He's talking about the Angry Man because the Angry Man have 800,000+ subs. Let me rewind it back so we could get the proof that he is talking about the Angry Man. He never mentioned his name because he's scared. He don't really want no smoke. Let's go.
If they cut her, her benefits off. He laughing and shit. Ha 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 ha. And it's niggas like that who heads I'm on. I'm on them kind of nigga heads.
Pause. Hey, yo. That's crazy work.
You know them mutt puppy ass niggas? The mixed niggas? Don't know if they white, don't know if they black.
Do you see what he did? A lot of these people on social media, they love throwing that kind of shade at the Angry Man by saying these mixed dudes, they don't know this or that. He's talking about the Angry Man.
Got played by a woman in the past, and now he don't like no women. And I'm watching a little bit of this brother video, and all I can see him doing is reacting to black women.
Why are you upset with him reacting to black women? He's making content. This is social media. This is YouTube. He's entertaining people. He's dropping some truth. It is what it is. Why are you mad? You know why you mad? Because ain't no money in your pocket. I can guarantee you, if you had money, dog, you wouldn't even be caring about what anybody doing on social media. It's always the broke guys that are always talking crap. And what he's going to say next prove that he's jealous of social media influencers that in his eyes are successful. Watch what he say.
And him putting down black women.
He ain't putting down black women. He's speaking his opinion, and he's sharing truth about the reality of the bad decisions that a lot of them are actually making. And that's the real truth of the matter. It's not about putting down anyone. I speak truth in regards to black women, black men, white women, white men. The whole idea is to give an informative, commentary in regards to what's going on in terms of a reaction video. Just like I'm reacting to your video. Like the way you're coming across, nobody will take you serious as a black man. You appear to be violent, a loose cannon, a YN who is just going to crash out and end up in prison or in a box somewhere because you're literally making threats on social media in terms of what you're going to do to another man. Never do that type of stuff, dog, on social media. Coming online saying, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. Bro, stop it. Like, none of that stuff is putting money in your pocket. You sound broke. You sound desperate, needy. It's not a good look. And no woman will even try to holler at you when you come across like this, because the last thing a black woman want is a man that's a loose cannon that might end up putting hands on her or end up in prison for unaliving somebody or getting unalived yourself.
He didn't have not one European woman on there. He didn't have not one Asian woman on there.
Why do you care? Why do you care? It's like you want him to have other women on there for what? You're just mad, bro. You got a chip on your shoulder.
He didn't have not one Indian or Mexican. He had all black women. He was reacting.
Nobody ain't pushing my buttons. I'm literally doing content. That's why you're here. A lot of you folks like to see when I react to people videos. I'm responding to people videos. If you don't like it, that's your issue. But don't say people are pushing my buttons. I'm literally speaking the truth. That's why I'm on YouTube. If I didn't want to see none of you folks, I wouldn't have a live chat on. I'll just turn the live chat off and just do my reaction. So obviously, me having the live chat on means that I want to see what people are saying. So nobody can push my buttons. I'm literally reading the comments and reacting to them.
Too. Ha ha ha. That's why your girl, that's why your food stamp. Ha ha ha. You need to go get a job. Ha ha ha. Where your man at? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, dog, because you're literally crying and being emotional like a woman in your car, bro. These outbursts of you literally flipping out in your car, you're losing your mind, you're displaying a lot of profanity. You know, people that are walking by and they see you in the parking lot crashing out, you look weird, bro. Like, think about how weird it looked. People walking by on their lunch break, seeing a black guy in a car, literally screaming and going crazy in his car. You look weird, bro. You shouldn't even be doing that. Did I press the button? Oh, he been still that
Sick
long?
of these niggas, man.
Damn, I thought something was wrong in the video. He literally was sitting still that long, bro. That's crazy. Let's rewind that back so we can see that. That was kind of demonic, bro. Hold on, I gotta look at that again. Let's look at that, man. That's wild.
Nigga.
Look at how long he sits still. I thought something was wrong with my video. That's him sitting still looking at the camera, bro.
Sick of these niggas, man. You niggas is the reason why I can't stop cursing.
So hold up. It's our fault. It's our fault why you can't stop cussing. Now you're blaming, bro. Now he blaming YouTubers for why he can't stop cussing. This is crazy. Nah, he wasn't frozen. He wasn't frozen. I have the video playing. I can see the video. You can see him moving, but he's still, and it's like I don't know what's going on in his head. But he's now blaming everybody for the reason why he can't stop cussing.
The fuck wrong with you niggas? Talking about where your man at? Nigga, her man probably dead.
Who cares if her man is dead? That's not our problem.
Do you know it's black women out here? And I'm not trying to make this video about black women, but I'm speaking on the situation.
You made it about black women. You made it about black women. That's what you made it. You made it all about black people.
And to the fact that I'm seeing niggas out here doing reactionary videos.
That's their job to do reactionary videos. What are you complaining for?
To this government shutdown shit, and they making it to where they putting this shit back on black women, bro.
He's mad with the angry man because he make reaction videos about these women that are crashing out. Heck, I got to do some reaction videos about that stuff because there's a bunch of content to be made, and they're crashing out like crazy. That's content. So he's busy watching the content. He's a fan of Angry Man, but he's upset with Angry Man. These are those kind of haters I don't like. Haters that watch the platform, but they complaining at the same time. I don't like when people do that type of stuff. I got a lot of people like that. They hate me, but they tune in every single day just to get upset. You know what I mean? It's wild.
I'm not no panderer. I hold black women accountable for their fuck-ups, and I hold men in general for their fuck-ups accountable.
Well, then you should hold yourself accountable because you effing up right now. You literally threatening violence on another man that you don't even know, that you probably don't even want no problems with. but you're doing that type of junk on social media. You should know better than that, dog. I understand you're emotional. You're upset about the situation. But coming online to crash out and making threats at other grown men that are family men, bro, that's a bad look. You don't want to do that. It's not going to be good for you. I suggest you just kind of chill out with all that. Speak your piece. You can speak your opinions, but don't come online talking about what you want to do to some other dude because of a video. That makes you look weak.
I'm balanced with what I say. Bruh, show some compassion, bruh.
He's expecting compassion when he about to crash out and get violent. Talking about he defending black women. None of these women would even defend you if the shoe was on the other foot. None of them would defend you, dog. You're gonna learn that the hard way one day. Ain't nobody trying to defend you when you crashing out like this.
You telling people, oh, well, you need to get a job and bruh.
Get a job, bro.
Oh, people, these jobs ain't paying shit.
Well, get another job.
Have
The reason why the job is not paying is because you got a low-wage job. That's because you got a low-wage mind. If you're an educated black man and you got various skill sets, you wouldn't tolerate getting paid mediocre money. You want more money. If the pay that you get don't afford you to live the lifestyle you want, you're supposed to elevate yourself, not blame the job by saying the job is not paying well. You're a loser. At this point, you're supposed to say, hey, I'm worth more than that. Let me go out there and do what I got to do. This doesn't make no sense. You know, look at somebody in the chat. Somebody says, are you married to a white woman? Why I got to be married to a white woman? Explain that. Why I got to be married to a white woman? What makes you think that? Do you see this, guys? It's like, I'm here doing content, breaking this thing down. Somebody comes in, you married to a white woman? You must be married to a white woman. I'm going to let you think what you want to think. Those of you that know, you know who I am, you already know the real. But to the people that's asking those dumb questions, it just goes to show how jealous you are of black men. That for some reason, something made that individual believe you must be married to a white woman. This is sick, bro. Absolutely sick. Shout out to Todd. Says, hi, Ringo. Hey, I appreciate you sponsoring the show. Shout out to you for the $1.99. Did I miss a super chat? I think I did. Hold on. I'm trying to. Let me see. I think I missed a super chat. My bad if I missed a super chat. I think I probably did. I think I did. Anyway, let's get back to the content.
If you checked how high rent is, not even accounting utilities, and you keep telling people, go get a job, go get a job.
Go get a job. We all pay utilities. We all pay utilities, bruh. We all got to pay mortgage, rent, car insurance, gas prices, bruh. And a lot of y'all, when y'all buy gas, y'all always buying unleaded. No, buy premium. It's better for the car. Duh. Well, I'm going to buy the cheapest one. Okay. Keep using that gas. It'll work. It'll drive. But if you buy premium, it actually lasts longer. You get more mileage and it's better fuel efficiency. Do your research.
It's like, bruh, people is heartless, bruh.
No, you're heartless. Because if your family is struggling, you're supposed to go get a job. Not come on social media getting angry at YouTubers because of their opinions.
People is heartless, dog. I'm seeing women doing the same thing. The woman who got her shit together, she's laughing. Women doing the same thing. Ha 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 ha, you need to go to get a job. And it's like, why is y'all in the time of right now being so fucking heartless with this shit. People ain't got nothing to eat when they shouldn't even be charging people for food.
What? They shouldn't be charging people for food. Bro, stop it. You sound weird now.
In the first place. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
You better not, because that's a dumb point. What do you mean they shouldn't be charging people? You have farmers out here that are growing the food. You got farmers out here that are raising cattle. They're working. If you want your own food, raise your own cattle, raise your own vineyard, your own gardens, get your apple trees, your fruits, vegetation, get all of that stuff set up and get your free food. What in the world are you going to talk about food is supposed to be for free? This man crazy.
That's a little bit too deep for some of y'all.
No, it's not deep. You sound weird. People out here are literally working the farm, raising cattle. You know how much work that is? The butchers, the this, that, all that stuff, raising all the chickens and everything else. You know how much work goes into that? Shout out to all the people that have farms. Shout out to all the farmers. Shout out to all the landowners, herdsmen. Shout out to those real working families that literally have cornfields that are acres and acres of land. You know how much money and work and dedication goes into that? This dude don't know nothing about agriculture, nothing.
It's sad, bruh. It's sad, bruh. People got kids, man. People is literally struggling. Even with being on food stamps and government assistance. It's some people still struggling. Having all that shit. It's some people got a job and they own government assistance and they still struggling.
Well, get another job. If you're working and you're getting government assistance, that's a sign to tell you that you're living above your means, which means the money you should be using from your paycheck to get a place to stay, to buy food, you went above your means. So you're most likely living in an environment you don't supposed to be in because you can't really afford to be there. And it got to the point where you need these assistants in order to stay alive. So common sense would tell you either downsize or go get a better career, go back to school and grind so that you could become a better person out here making more money. But you don't want to do that. You want the government to take care of you.
So this shit ain't funny, bruh. Ain't shit funny, bro. Straight up, bruh. So I think people need to become more, y'all need to get y'all compassion game up, bruh.
No, you need to go get a job, bro. That's the only thing that we got to tell you. You talking about compassion. I'm tired of feeling sorry for people that don't want to work, don't want to grind, don't want to do anything. It doesn't make any sense. We're tired of people like you that keep complaining all day. That's like black people that keep complaining about slavery. They're always calling white people the devils, talking about white supremacy, this, slavery, slavery, slavery. I'm tired of hearing all of that garbage. I'm tired. Go get a business, go get a job, live your life, take care of your family, enjoy. Let's stop talking about the past and let's focus on the future. That's one of the reasons why black folk can't get ahead in life, because they keep dwelling on the past every damn day. And it's frustrating to see that type of nonsense all the time. Shout out to Big Shed 215 for the 5. You said, let me see what you said here. Give me a minute. Oh boy, what did I do? I almost deleted your comment. Says this dude is clearly mentally ill. I'm hoping for a reaction video of some positivity between me and you, I guess. My first time viewing. Well, glad to have you here. There's a lot of positive content on the platform. This video is actually a positive video. Telling this man to go get a job is actually positive content. Telling him the truth is actually positive content. The problem is we live in a society that they want you to cater to their emotions. They want us to kiss their ass and display fake love. We're men. We're not gonna sit here being emotional all day. If I know as a man you're going through something, I'm not gonna be here being emotional. Telling you a bunch of what you call positivity. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I'm gonna tell you to get off your ass and be a man and stop complaining like a damn bitch. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Grow some damn balls and go out there and get to work. Stop complaining. Let's put a plan together. Let's put this thing together. Let's see where we are. What are your strengths? What are your weak points? Okay. Let's get rid of all of these damn friends you got. You want to make some money? You want to grow in life? You got to get rid of all the people that are hindrances to your success. Once we could get rid of all of them ninjas, all the YNs you hang with, all of those losers and bums, all the people you drink with and smoke with, once we get rid of those losers, right, now you'll be able to win. It's not about what you do in terms of things you need to add on. It's about what you subtract. Those of you that are into music production, those of you that are music producers and engineers, you know how to properly use a equalizer, whether it's a parametric EQ, whether it's a graphic equalizer. What do they always say to all my engineers and music producers? What is the proper way to use a graphic equalizer when you are mixing a record? My producers. Do we have any music producers, any engineers in the building? What is the proper way to use a graphic equalizer? Let's see what we got. Trying to see. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anybody in here that understands. I don't see nobody, so I guess none of you guys are familiar with how do you use a graphic equalizer or a parametric EQ. You deduct. You don't add on, you deduct. The frequencies that are troubling you, you deduct those frequencies. If your mix, or let's say, for example, your bass track is too muddy, you want to remove some of those bass the mid frequencies where the mud is. You want to get rid of some of the mud out of the mix. You deduct. You don't increase, you deduct till it sounds nice, till it sounds clear, and other instruments are able to cut through in the mix. That's how you do it. If you want your bass frequencies to stand out, it could be another instrument that you need to deduct either the volume or the frequencies. That you have to understand the whole frequency spectrum from 20,000 hertz all the way to down to like 40 hertz. You got to, it's too much. It's a lot of math. But my point is, in life, if you want to be successful, you got to get rid of people, get rid of bad habits, deduct all of that mess from your life. And now you can see where you need to add in what is necessary, the tools you need to be successful, the right kind of people that you need in your life, the right kind of advice, tutorials. Maybe you need to go back to school, take a course. These are the things that you need to do in order to be successful. Most black men, and I got to say black men because I don't know what the white guys are doing. I can speak about black men because I know usins. A lot of black men are lazy. They don't want to work. They want everything for free. They want the hookup. They always want to hook up. Even if you're black and you start a business, what do black folk always do when you start the business? Hey, could I get a discount? Discount? What? No, you paying full price, dog. How you gonna disrespect me and my business? You supposed to pay full price like everybody else. They always want a discount, and I'm tired of that mess.
Straight up. Straight up, bro.
You saying white folk got the same issues? Let me see. John Hager, I'm not sure if you're answering what I was saying about white folk. Because there's a lot of white guys that you see, they're busybodies. They just sit around, not wanting to do nothing, want to hang out. And their father is like, bro, you need to go out there and work. You know, I've seen stuff like this. Let's go.
Because ain't shit funny. Your ass gonna be crying if they cut YouTube off. And you can't get them YouTube checks, nigga.
Yo, he said, let me go back to it, guys. This is the funny part. This is the part I was waiting for. I wanted to respond to this part, guys. It's really funny. Check out what he had to say about YouTube checks. Check it out.
YouTube checks.
Wait, hold
nigga.
on. Check it out. This is what you call hate. This is what you call when a dude is broke, bro. Listen to this mess.
Cause ain't shit funny. Your ass gonna be crying if they cut YouTube off. And you can't get them YouTube checks, nigga. Just like they cut government assistance off, if they decide to cut YouTube off, it's gonna be a lot of niggas around this bitch crying.
Now,
so stop it with that bullshit, bro.
Now, let me respond to this garbage. First of all, even if they cut YouTube off, content creators will figure out how to pivot into other areas on social media. See, the problem with you is that you're a YN, a typical ninja that's broke, that is mad at the world. So you figure since they cut off your SNAP benefits, because I know that's what happened to you, dog. They cut off your SNAP benefits. You said you're not really on it, but you are on it. Because why would you be concerned about them cutting off YouTube? Social media gonna always be there. The internet always been here. Even back in the so-called 90s, when a lot of you probably didn't even know what the internet was, you didn't even know what was going on, the internet was already there. A lot of people in high places already had it already. And they were able to do certain things that you probably wasn't even privy to. But for you to be focusing on people going to be losing their minds if the internet go down, or not the internet, if YouTube go down, they're not going to be getting these checks. They're going to literally get into something else. You know why? Because we're men and we know how to move and shake. We know how to get involved in something. We'll figure out something. Hey, fam, you see this? We're going to figure something out. We're going to figure something out. I'm going to be doing wedding videos. I'm going to be going to everybody's house. Hey, we doing this. We're going to be doing job interview videos. Fam, I'm pivoting over into all different avenues. You know why? Because this weapon right here that I got is going to make me some money. I'm going to be doing all sorts. We're going to be hosting banquets. We're going to be doing shows. We're going to be doing videos in the streets. I'm going to be shooting music videos. Fam, I'm going to get my money. I'm not going to be sitting on my ASS crying about YouTube. I'm going to get paid. But this dude is jealous. And he's wishing that all the YouTubers that are winning go broke. That's what his hope is. He's on that stuff, man. He's on Snap.
Bro. Niggas is heartless, man. Heartless.
That's pretty much the end of the video, guys. I'm gonna get up on out of here. Gotta run, do what I gotta do. Yeah, so shout out to Brainwave. I see you in the building. Caramel Kimmy Kim. V-Dub, man. Shout out to you. I seen you block somebody. I was laughing when that happened. Yeah, so bottom line, guys, if I can share just a brief bit of info to kind of wrap up the stream. It appears he have an issue with Angry Man. His video seems to be motivated by the fact that Angry Man does reaction videos, and it's entertaining. You know what I mean? There have been times, and this is just real truth. I'll be on Instagram, just minding my business. I'm always looking at Instagram Reels, always binge watching this stuff. And I'll be watching the video, and a woman will pop on, and she'll be talking reckless and crazy. And it's like, I'm listening to her because I'm watching her crash out, and then Angry Man would snap on. You see his face coming, and he'll be like, and then he'll give some information. And it's like, that's what that dude is upset with. He's upset that he's speaking on the issue and make it entertaining. There's nothing wrong with that. He's not putting black women down. You get what I'm saying? It's entertainment. This is social media. Lighten up. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and get a job. And during this crisis, everybody's talking about this. It's not just myself. It's not just Angry Man. It's not just Anton Daniels. It's not just various other creators. But to be getting angry and want to resort to violence, want to resort to crashing out, dude, you got a lot of growing up to do. Number one, when you're on videos, never display anger to the point where you're talking about you want to put hands on somebody. You don't know any of these men. Don't do that to yourself, dog. Focus on getting your money. Focus on getting paid. If there's anything, you should be trying to learn from the men that are successful. You should try to learn from them. Rather than being a hater, rather than being an enemy, rather than crashing out, try to get to know how these men are able to make it. What about them is how they able to do this, man? Like how they able to stay afloat and always be able to reinvent what they're doing and gain success. You should be trying to learn rather than always trying to hate and try to accuse somebody. We understand the crisis is going on. It's not the content creator's fault that you folks are putting all your trust in the government to feed you. Whoever you give power to feed you, they have power over you. They control you. It's just that simple. My only thing in this time is that the elderly, the disabled, and the veterans are suffering because of the shutdown. You understand? They're the ones that need the assistance. They're the ones that need the programs. You know what I mean? Because when they were younger, especially the elderly and the disabled, they didn't ask to be disabled. Some people got injured and they're disabled and they need assistance. I get it. For them, my heart goes out for them. I wish the whole shutdown ends. It's the Democrats' fault that this thing is continually going on. If you actually research the whole thing and understand the whole plan of what's going on, the Democrats are causing this mess right now. And y'all busy blaming Trump. We trying to make America great again, one person at a time, one viewer at a time, So to this guy, I suggest he go get a job. I understand he's struggling, but you got to just go through, bro. Grow up, be a man. Stop crying on social media. That's not going to get you no help. All you're going to do is gather a bunch of people that think just like you, a bunch of losers that are complaining and looking for a handout. None of you will help each other because all of y'all crabs in a barrel. You know what I mean? Stop complaining. Go get a job, work hard, take accountability for your own life, and make something of yourself, and stop blaming the white man and stop blaming social media influencers who are speaking their opinion. You have all the opportunities that is afforded to all of us. You live in America. You got foreigners that come to America from China, from Africa, from all different parts of the world, and they're successful. They're starting businesses. They're getting to the bag. They're doing all sorts of things. How is it that you, as a black man in America, your entire family been in America all these years, and you can't even become nothing? Explain that to me. You know why? Because you come from a family that been on welfare, on public assistance their entire life. Big mama, grandma, great grandma, uncle so-and-so, everybody been on welfare and food stamps, and it's a generational curse of poverty. And nobody wants to break it. So how about you be the first black man in your family to break the curse? Go out there and win and stop complaining. That's all I got to say for today, guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Let's make America great again, guys. I'll catch you in the next stream later on. Ringo TV Reaction, salute you. You go out there, guys, and win. To all my 9-to-5ers, salute to you for tuning into the show. Shout out to everybody that subscribed to the channel. All of you that donated to the show, I appreciate your support. That goes towards paying the light bills. You know that, guys. I got bills to pay, guys. I got bills to pay. So I'm going to go grab me something to eat. And it is what it is. I'll be back later on with more content. And hey, I appreciate you guys. Those of you that don't like me, that can't stand me, and you still view the show, hey, shout out to you. I really do appreciate the fact that you stopped by. Even though you don't like me, maybe next time we may meet on better terms and you may like my show. Maybe you don't want to subscribe today, but you'll probably consider subscribing tomorrow, right? So, hey, I appreciate you guys. It is what it is. You all out there on the 9-to-5. And shout out to all my truckers, all my truckers for UPS, FedEx, DHL, United States Parcel Service, and all the Amazon workers out there. We need you guys. Shout out to all the delivery workers, everybody at Uber Eats, DoorDashing folks, all of the everybody on the 9-to-5, fam. All the barbershops, the salons, the medical, the school teachers, all folks out there on the 9-to-5 grind, fam, that watch and tune into the show. You guys make the show. I'm deeply humble and I'm appreciative. I'll catch you in the next stream, guys. We out.